Story. I'm your host, and we'll be diving into Attack on Titan. If you are not caught up with Attack on Titan's latest season, I recommend you please check it. You please keep up with the latest episode because we will be talking about things that have happened in episode 13. Without further ado, let's proceed. So Zeke's plan, he pretty much put Titan serum into the bottle, into the wine, and asked Nicolo to pretty much hand it to the MPs. So in the trailer, we've seen that Levi has a fight with Titans, and if you look closely, you can see one of the Titans is holding Zeke in its hand. I don't know. Just look at that image carefully. Do you see that? That looks like somehow Zeke. You can see the hair color is blonde, and you can see the features somewhat resemble Zeke, but it's blurry. So my thoughts here is that Zeke is actually trying to help LDM, but at the same time, he thinks Levi is going to get in his way and restrict him to do some things. As we've seen, Levi is pretty much holding him back from getting into contact with Eren. And they need to test the rambling as soon as possible, because the other nations like Marley are planning to have a strike attack immediately. In this later, I think that as we've seen, Peak is already in Paradise, so the worst we can assume is they're planning to do the same thing Eren did. But anyway, apart from that, Zeke's plan is really unclear. So the best thing we can put is theories. For example, I honestly think Zeke is good. Zeke has changed his perspective. He's seen that Paradise is actually the good guy. They have done nothing wrong. There's no use for all this racism. Attack on Titan has a really powerful story in racism and how racism can change the world. It really reminds me of World War II and stuff. But aside from that, Zeke's plan, he's just trying to get the rambling started as soon as possible. As the lady said, Eren needs to do the test rambling as soon as possible to see if it will actually work. We're not sure it will work, but of course it will work, but we need to have a test rambling on how Eren will actually do it. We need to have a test and to see how Eren will actually do it. Because doing it for the first time with millions of colossal titans would be a really, really, really hard thing. You need to at least train with at least 2 or 1. So I think Zeke is actually good here. You know what? If they plan to do if Marley decides to strike like how Eren striked at Marley, I think that I would love to see Zeke fight with Eren and the Cervical. It would be a dream come true. It would be like when Jojo and Dio were playing together. It was such an amazing scene to see how they had hatred for each other, but at the same time they could have this sort of bond, like this ally. You know what I'm saying? If you watched season 1 of Jojo. Anyway, aside from that, I think Zeke is clearly trying to help them. I don't expect any betrayals from Zeke, but at the same time I'm also expecting a betrayal, But anyway, the Attack on Titan new episode is about to come in a few minutes, so I'm pretty hyped for it. Episode 14. So anyway, I hope you guys I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you all later.